Ever looked at your bank account and thought, how am I supposed to save money when I don't even have a job? Or maybe you do have a job, but every single dollar vanishes before you can even think about saving. That used to be me. And so was my friend Sarah. No job, no savings, just stress. But guess what? Within a year, Sarah saved over $1,000. Yep, without a real paycheck. How'd she do it? It wasn't magic. It wasn't a lottery ticket. It was a few small, smart moves anyone can make, even you. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how. Most people think saving money is all about making money. Like, once I get a real job, then I'll start saving. But here's the truth. It's not about how much you make. It's about what you do with what you have. Let me tell you about Jake. He was a college student who always said, I'll save later when I'm earning for real. Sound familiar? Yeah, I've been there too. But when Jake finally did land that job and started bringing in real paychecks, guess what? He was still broke. The money came in and went right back out. Rent, food, apps, random stuff he didn't even remember buying. Why? Because Jake never learned how to control his spending. He thought income was the answer, but really, it was just one piece of the puzzle. The truth is, saving isn't about waiting until you have more. It's about building good money habits now. Even if you don't have a job yet, even if you're just getting a little from chores or gifts or side gigs. The real secret? You don't need a paycheck to start saving. What you do need is a system. A simple plan for how to use your money wisely. A way to decide every time you get even a little bit where it goes. Saving, spending, giving. It all adds up if you stick to a system. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you next. So don't wait. Let's build your system today. When I was 16, I managed to save up $500, and I didn't even have a job. No steady paycheck, no big allowance, just birthday money, a few odd chores here and there, and honestly, not much else. So how did I do it? I did one simple thing that completely changed the game. I tracked every single dollar. Like, literally. I wrote down every time I got money and every time I spent it. $2 from babysitting? Wrote it down. $5 on snacks? Wrote that too. And what I started to notice was those little amounts, they added up fast. I wasn't making more money, but I was finally seeing where it was all going. And once I saw that, it got way easier to save. Instead of letting my money disappear, I started making small choices that made a big difference. Like skipping a soda or holding off on buying something I didn't really need. And over time, dollar by dollar, I hit $500, all from just paying attention. The truth is, most people wait for someday to start saving, like someday when I get a job, or someday when I make more. But someday doesn't save money, today does. You don't need a job to start. You need a decision, a notebook, a system. Start now with whatever you have, track it, respect it, and watch it grow. Let's talk about 5 super simple ways to save money, even if you don't have a job. First up, the spare change trick. My cousin Maria used this, and she saved $200 in just 3 months. All she did was round up every purchase. So if something cost $3.50, she treated it like $4 and saved that extra 50 cents. It seems tiny, but it builds up fast. Next, sell what you don't need. No job? No problem. Turn your clutter into cash. My friend David made $300 just by selling his old video games online. Look around. Old toys, clothes, electronics. You probably have stuff lying around you don't even use anymore. Number 3, the 5 rule. This one's personal. I still use it. Every time I get a $5 bill, whether it's a gift, a refund, or I randomly find it in a pocket, I save it. It's simple and kind of fun, like a game. And trust me, those 5s add up. Number 4, no spend challenges. Try going a whole week without buying anything that's not essential. No snacks, no extras, no online impulse buys. It's a challenge, but you'll be shocked at how much you don't spend. And finally, free money hacks. Even just 10 minutes a day doing online surveys or reward apps can earn you a little something. It's not a ton, but if you stick with it, it can add up to $50 a month. That's $600 a year. So yeah, no job, no excuse. These small tricks are easy, doable, and they work. You just need to start. Let's talk about kids and teenagers. Yep, young people can save too. A lot of people think saving money is just for adults, But let me tell you something. The earlier you start, the easier it gets. When I was 12, I really wanted a new bike. Like, really wanted it. But I didn't have a job or anything. So here's what I did. Every single dollar I got, whether it was from birthdays, chores, or even random change, I split it. 50% for fun, 50% for savings. So if I got $10, 5 went into my fun jar for snacks or games, and the other 5 went straight into savings for my bike. Was it hard sometimes? Yeah. There were days I wanted to spend it all on something silly, but I kept sticking to the plan. And you know what? After just 6 months, I had enough for the bike. No magic, no shortcuts, just small, smart choices. $1 at a time. The best part? Saving became a habit. It wasn't even hard anymore. It was just normal. That's the real secret. Start early. Make it simple and make it automatic. Split your money, stick to it. And before you know it, you'll be buying your own bike or whatever your goal is with money you saved yourself. How cool is that? When I was in college, my roommate was living on a super tight budget, but even then, he managed to save $1,000 in just one school year. Crazy, right? So how'd he do it? First, he used free expense tracker apps like Mint or EveryDollar to track his spending. Every time he bought something, he'd check his app and make sure it fit into his budget. It kept him in control instead of wondering, where did my money go? Then there was textbooks. Don't even get me started on how expensive those are. But my roommate, he never bought them new. He always found used copies online, or even rented them for a fraction of the price. One semester, he saved over $300 just by doing that. He didn't give up everything. He still had fun, went out once in a while, but he was smart about it. And that's the point. You don't need to be rich to save. You just need to be intentional. Apps, habits, smarter buys, those little choices, they add up. Small changes, big results. That's how he saved $1,000, and you can too. Here's the truth. You don't need a job to start saving. You just need to start. Pick one tip from today, just one. Maybe it's rounding up your purchases. Maybe it's saving that next $5 bill. Maybe it's selling something you don't use. Whatever it is, do it today. Save your first dollar, then your first 10. Then before you even realize it, you'll hit $100. And from there, you're building something way bigger than just money. You're building a safety net. So emergencies don't feel like disasters. You're creating opportunities. So when something cool comes up, you can say yes. And most importantly, you're building freedom. Because money saved is power saved. Power to choose, to grow, to breathe easy. So here's my challenge to you. Tell me in the comments, what's the first dollar you're going to save? Is it gift money? Chore money? Something from your birthday stash? Whatever it is, start with that. Because your future, it starts with that first dollar.